as we follow our Hartford Whalers on their quest towards a Stanley Cup championship. We are going to sit here probably for just a couple of moments, so you'll see this screen going for just about 2-3 minutes until we can get everything situated, and then we will get this show on the road. So just stay tuned, and I will be right back in just a few moments. All right, everyone. One. Welcome back in. This is episode number 2, live episode number 2, as we continue to follow our Hartford Whalers on their quest, their trek, their journey towards a Stanley Cup championship. We are back inside the cave, and we are live. Had a lot of time today to actually put towards this episode, which is something I don't usually have, because usually I'm doing it after a pretty long day at work. So definitely excited to be here with my one guest, and hopefully we get a couple more as we continue throughout the episode. But if you are just checking in for the first time, welcome in. If you're coming back, you've been here before, welcome back. Excited to have this one going. Quickly, we're going to do a kind of recap of last week. So in episode number 1, we brought back our Whalers team from last year, who made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals, only to lose pretty badly at the hands of the Tampa Bay Lightning, who are very quickly becoming our number 1 rival. And we managed to get the entire team back, which was great. So the entirety of the team is back and signed to, well, some short-term, some long-term deals. So that is definitely a good thing for the team. So looking back on last week's episode number 1, we played 10 total games, which we will do again here in episode number 2. Our record was 6-3-1. So if you're familiar with the format of last season, or the original season that we did, we play about 10 games every episode, and we set goals for ourselves, try to see if we can come up with something. So last week we managed a 6-3-1 record, getting a total of 13 points. I didn't really set a goal last week, but I think we kind of surpassed most of the last year's goals, where we were trying to get about 10 points a week. So excellent job from the team. We did finish Series 1, Episode 1, third in the division with a total of 13 points. We had some big wins last week. We beat the Sharks twice, once on the road and once at home, by a total score of 9-3. We beat the Wild twice, a total score of 11-4. So really scoring some goals, one at home and one on the road. We took down the Blackhawks in Chicago 7-1, and of course got one win against the Sabres, who actually played twice in pretty even contests. So they are very quickly becoming one of our biggest rivals ever since we traded Mr. Fetto to Buffalo. So, and he's the one that kills us most of the time. He definitely kills us most of the time. Okay, our losses in the last episode, we did lose 3-1 to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Of course, we had that loss to Buffalo 5-3 at home. The Devils took us down 4-3 on the road, and we had one game. That's where we get the single point. The 1 point, we went to a shootout with the Panthers, and we lost. That was at home at the Mall as well. So overall, not bad to come away with 6 wins and just the 3 losses and manage to get 13 points in our first 10 games. That's definitely more than I expected, especially considering the horrible start we had last year. And if you really want to see how they did last year, you have to look at the episodes from last season, or the first season. So our 3 stars from last week, and this one, I based this mainly off of performance from last week. So a lot of it's off stats. I know it's not necessarily the fairest way to do it, but in week number 1, our first live episode, our 3rd star went to Mike Kelly, 5 goals, 5 assists, and a total of 10 points. So excellent job there. Connor Burns was our 2nd star of the week. He had 5 goals, 7 assists for a total of 12 points. So he really came into his own after some major struggles last year, especially in the playoffs, which is where we saw him struggle the most. And, of course, our first star and our top star, it took me a little bit to spit that out, but our top star was P-Check. We're just going to call him David, or P-Check. So if you're out there and you're listening, he had 4 goals, 9 assists, and a total of 13 points in 10 games. So he's absolutely killing it for this team. And we know he's going to be a very important piece as we make our way through this episode, and I'll explain here in just a few moments. So the Whalers really getting it together to start their season with those 6 wins and just the 3 losses. So kind of making our way up to the GM's office. We've got some injuries that are going to hurt us here in this episode. Simo is still out. That's our starting goalie. She is out till December the 16th in this universe, which is definitely going to hurt us. DJ has been holding it down for us in net, but it's really going to be up to him. And we've got Mike DiPietro that's also been filling in behind DJ. He played in 1 game. We'll kind of see how he works out as we continue through this episode. That's going to be a point that we're going to have to work through as we get through the hour and a half or so. If he doesn't perform too well, we'll probably make a move because we've got a couple of good goalies down in the minors. However, once we bring them up, we do run the risk of losing them on the waiver wire. I don't see that really happening based on who they are, but we'll kind of see how we do with that situation as we go. And of course, Mike Kelly it will be out until November 19th. So if you're looking at the top left of the screen, we are currently on October 24th, so we're not going to see him play at all in this episode, out with a fractured elbow. I kind of say, Mike, tough it out, put a cast on it, and get your butt back on the ice. But he is definitely asking for the time off, and we're not going to give him any workers' comp. There's no workers' comp. Okay, so roster moves. Let's go ahead and see what we're going to do in this episode with regards to some roster moves. Now, we're down a forward. So we're down Mike Kelly. We're going to have to see what we can do. So we're going to make our way down into the minors. And the way that works is we'll go to roster moves, and we're going to go into the system. And here's what we have. So if we're looking at our centers, I've only got 4 centers down in the farm system. We've got Carlson, Rusick, Philp, and Criscuolo. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to replace Mr. Kelly for a short time with Oliver Wahlstrom, who we picked up in free agency. And I'm a big Oliver Wahlstrom fan. He was an Islander. They traded him to Boston, or maybe he left the Islanders and he got signed. But I don't really remember how it all worked out. But I was a big Oliver Wahlstrom fan, especially a couple years ago on the game. Played with him a lot. So we're going to bring Oliver Wahlstrom up into the NHL. So he'll be on the bench if we need him. And you can see on the top of the screen, he's very happy about being called up. And why not? Of course he is. I'd be happy to be called up too, picking up a little cash, right? Okay. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and skip. We're not going to do the AHL lines. We'll let the coach down there do that. Okay, so let's next up, we're going to make our way in and take a look at our lines. But actually, let's double back here. We're going to go back to roster moves. So we brought Oliver Wahlstrom up, so he'll be kind of in that filler. I don't know if he'll actually play, but if we need him, we'll put him on the lines and make that adjustment. Mike DiPietro, like I mentioned, he's our backup goalie currently. We're going to roll with him for the time being. If anything comes up as we make our way through these 10 games, he will get at least 1 start. I'm thinking, maybe on the back-to-back. We have a back-to-back here. So maybe what we'll do is we'll start DiPietro against Ottawa because they have a weaker record than the Maple Leafs, and then we'll let DJ take over the net in the second game of the back-to-back, because we don't want to have DJ in there the whole time. We saw what it did to Simo last season. So DiPietro will get a chance to prove himself here. I definitely don't want him in net against Buffalo because, well, we know what Buffalo can do to us for sure. So, so we'll kind of explore that as we go. If he has a pretty good showing against Ottawa, we might see him against Ottawa again because we're taking them on like 3 times in this episode. And then let's go ahead and take a look at our lines. So here's how we stand. Now with Mike Kelly out, that meant we had to make some changes. Now I jumped in here and changed some of these earlier today as we were making our way into the episode. So Pichek is going to remain up here on the first line, which is great. We'll have Braden Walker. He's gonna go from that second line up to the top line. He's had a pretty good year so far. He's kind of my honorable mention for last week. He had a total of 9 points, all assists. in the first 10 games. So he can move the puck around. That's going to be huge on the top line. We've got Connor Burns, who is going to be on the right wing still. We go down here to the second line. Jimmy is now going to jump from that third line up to the second line. So basically, Kelly goes down. All of our centers kind of moved up. Pacioretty stays on the second line. The professor stays on the second line as well. We'll have Travis Killer Keller, who's going to jump up to the third line. So welcome into some real strong playing time, Mr. Keller. All right, you've been rocking and rolling on that fourth line for most of our episodes. Including when he had a nice big playoff goal. And I love to talk about the playoff goal that he had. I believe it was in episode 22 or 23 of our first season. And then, of course, we've got Isaac Morgan. He'll be our right winger. And Greg. So Isaac has jumped into the lineup. He was on the bench to start in our first 10 games, but here he is playing right wing on the third line. Blake is on the fourth line. So we're actually going to switch this up. I want to put Blake up onto the third line. We'll take a little bit of a hit on points because we're just going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and put Wallstrom in here on that bottom line, and we'll move Taven. He's a little bit quicker and has a little more powerful shot, and we're going to put him into the center position on that fourth line, which is a little odd. So Taven is usually up on the third line because he can actually score. We want him in the game a little more, but we'll let him anchor the fourth line in this episode. Okay, so taking a look at our defense, it's going to remain the same throughout the episode unless we have any injuries. Kirkish and Sergio will stay on the top line, playing left and right, respectively. Mr. Feeney and Darren Paul will be on the second line, playing left and right. Okay, a couple of playoff heroes last year for this team. And, of course, Fagan will be on our third line. Let's take a look at our kind of defensive star so far. And here he is through 10 games. He's got 6 total points and about 17 minutes of ice time. But look at the plus minus. All right, he's a +4, so that's good. Of course, Mr. Paul has just one assist, but a lot of penalty minutes. I think he had a fight in one of those games. So that's kind of our starting lines. Of course, we already talked about our goalie situation, which is currently quite a mess. But our goalie situation looks like this. DJ Gallegos will be in net. And, of course, DiPietro is going to be his backup. When we played last week, so I actually played a game. I am not going to put you through that tonight. But when we played last week, we saw DiPietro in net. We ended up losing that game, even though the guy stopped like 30 shots in the game. So he's not necessarily a quality goalie in the game, in this sim, but we're going to leave him where he is. We'll let him get another shot here in game number 1 of the simulation. Okay, so here is where we stand for the games in the episode. Let's go ahead and take a look at our calendar as it stands right now. So we are playing in this episode. We're going to play from the 14th of October to from the 24th of October to the 14th of November. So we're going to have a lot going on in this particular episode. Sorry if we can hear some puppies barking in the background. I do apologize for that. So we've got, in this one, we will have the Ottawa Senators. We are taking on the Ottawa Senators in Game 1 of the episode, and we'll close out on the 14th of November against the New Jersey Devils. So we've got quite a bit going on here. In this episode, we start with 5 divisional matchups. So this will include 3 with the Ottawa Senators. We'll also have another battle with the Buffalo Sabres. And we'll be taking on the super talented Toronto Maple Leafs, who are currently about 7-3. And let's see, I think they might be leading our division. And no, they're in second place behind the Lightning, the Lightning brings chills every time I say that name. Makes me angry. So yeah, we'll be taking on Ottawa 3 times in this first 5 games, and then Buffalo, and then the Leafs, and then we close out with 4 of the last 5 against Metro teams. So that includes Philadelphia, Washington, 2 against the Devils, and I think we have like one other one against. Oh no, we play Nashville, so kind of a rando division team when we take on Nashville. So that's what we're going to be looking right here. So, and the way we're going to do this tonight, we are going to slow sim the first 5 games. So we're going to see how the team does. So we'll be our first 5 will be taken on. You look at the calendar here. Let's first 5 here at the end of October. So we'll slow sim Ottawa, Toronto, Buffalo, Ottawa, and then Ottawa one more time. So we've got 3 games against Ottawa. And I do remember that from last year, and they were actually some pretty good games when we played our first season. So we'll see how we do against Ottawa here in the first 5. We'll slow sim those, see the action as it unfolds. We will kind of quickly go through New Jersey, Washington, Philadelphia, and Nashville, and then we'll jump in and we're going to watch some hockey tonight. So we'll be watching the New Jersey Devils. We'll get to see the team in action against the Devils in that one, the last game of the episode. So let's go ahead and get this show on the road with our opening game. We are at home at the Mall to take on the Ottawa Senators. All right, let's go ahead and jump to the main screen here and see what we have going on. So we've got DJ and net. We know we definitely want to change that. So let's go ahead and edit our lines here. And DiPietro, you're going to get to start here in this one. So here we go, Mike DiPietro. So if you did miss that, again, we are going to slow sim a couple of the games, probably first 5. We'll kind of scoot through the last 4 when we take on the Metro Division, and then we'll get to see our boys take on the New Jersey Devils. We'll watch that game. Well, we'll probably watch most of it together. So let's go ahead and so DiPietro is going to be in net. I'm a little slow on this thing tonight. So DiPietro is going to be in net for this first one, and we are going to jump in. Our lines are looking the way we want them. Yes, simulate the affiliate game. And let's bump this up to 4 times and see what we can do. So Ottawa's going to go on the power play first thing, and Norris puts one in the net past DiPietro, and DiPietro slowly losing his spot in just the first couple minutes of the opening period of our first game. And we're not doing too much. So not really firing the puck like we had in the last episode. We put them back on the power play, and let's kill this one off. And no, we cannot. Norris scores again, so he's looking at putting up the Hattie. So I don't know if you noticed their record, but their record was absolutely atrocious, and it looks like we could end up. Well, we're not playing very well. I'm like already counting us out here early on. So it's 2-0. We are through the first period. We're going into the second period of this one. And it's 2 power play goals so far, so our penalty kill is not doing their job. Ottawa goes on a power play, and then Jenick scores. So it's 3-0. We're getting worked by one of the worst teams in the division. That's why their name doesn't even appear on the standings. And our team has quieted way down. But we had that line change, right? So maybe these guys are kind of getting used to each other. We put them back on the power play here, and we get that one. So shots are about even. Unfortunately, the score is not about even. We've got about 4 minutes to go here in the second period. It is 3-0 Ottawa, 2-1, and power play for us. Nothing happening there. Okay, so we need a miracle here in the third period. Who's going to score first? Who scores first in this one? I'm going Pichek. I'm calling Pichek to score first. And Frederick scores again. So now it's 4-0. 4-0. And we know our head coach doesn't like to empty the net because I don't let him. And we're going to go 4-on-3 power play. And 5 on. How many penalties do we have in this game? How many penalties? Has anyone been counting power plays so far? We've got about 6 minutes to go in the third period. 5, 4, 3, and Giroux scores, and we are horrible. We are down 5-0. So Kelly goes down to injury, and we play bad. Oh, that was horrible. Okay, so a 5-0 loss. And here's what really killed us in this game. Let's look at all of our. Oh, it doesn't look. Let us look at all of them. But let's go to the first period. First period penalties: Swift fighting, Fagan tripping, Kirkish holding. Second period, Keller for fighting, Paul for hooking, Feeney for tripping. And in the third period, it's P-check for high sticking. Keep that stick down, dude. And then Kirkish for a delay of game. So that's 2 penalties in this one for Kirkish. We had them on a power play all game, and we take the loss here. So it was 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third for Ottawa here in game 1 of the episode. They shut us out 5-0 on our home ice. And it is Batherson, third star, to assist. Allmark, former Bruin, 21 total saves, which means we're not shooting the puck the way we'd like to. And Norris had 2 goals and 0 assists. So good job from the Senators in handing us a little bit of a butt whooping. But now we've seen them as we make our way into the second game of the episode. We should have DJ in net as well. So hopefully we can get something done in that one. Okay, so my bad. Actually, second game of the episode is going to be the Maple Leafs. So we're going to advance right to that one. And let's go ahead and pop our boy DJ back into the net. So we'll edit the lines. And it's good. I mean, I'm seeing on the screen here that our minor league team is happy. So they're actually winning. That's good to see. All right, DJ. Let's see what you got here. We're going to go ahead and take on the Toronto Maple Leafs here in this one. We look at the Maple Leafs. In net for the Maple Leafs, they'll have Anthony Stolarz. He has appeared 8 times. He has 5 wins, a .943 save percentage, and a 2.09 goals against average. In net for the Whale, you'll have DJ Gallegos, 8 games played, 6 wins, .918 save percentage, and a 2.4 goals against average. So not too bad for the kid. We are 0-1 in this episode, currently 6-4-1 on the season. The Maple Leafs are 7-4-0, and we're going to jump right into this one at the Hartford Civic Center. Okay, so first period is underway. This is going to be a tough game for us. We know the Maple Leafs are tough. And we are about 5 minutes into the first period. We go on the power play. This is where we've been scoring, and we get nothing on the power play. Tavares, former Islander, is going to score for the Leafs. So it is 1-0 Toronto. We got about 8 minutes to go here inside the first period. 5-on-4 power play. Shots are 12-10, 12-11. So we're trying to take more shots, and we're doing nothing. Okay, so we are going to be 4 total periods without a goal for the Whalers here. We jump right into the second period of this one. And who's going to get the first goal for us? I said P-check against Ottawa. I thought he would be the one to get a goal for us, but I think the next goal for the Hartford Whalers is going to be Braden Walker. Guy's got like 9 assists so far on the season, but no goals. And we are rolling through the second period of this one. Nothing's happening except they are shooting the puck a ton here inside period number 2. And we are down to about 5 minutes. And Connor Burns puts one in to tie this puppy up. So the Hartford Whalers, and of course Austin Matthews puts one in past DJ. So that's a 2-1 game now. But let's roll to the end of the second period. Let's get there. And okay, so a safe one so far. So we've got a 2-1 Toronto lead at the end of 2 periods. Connor got us a goal. Okay, defense is not too bad so far. DJ stopped 24 shots, and Stolarz has stopped 23. So even matchups from the goalies. We jump into period number 3. We've got about 18 minutes to go. So about 2 minutes into this one, and let's see who's gonna put up another goal here inside the third period. Let's go for Connor again, right? He's like our leading scorer so far, and Austin Matthews gets the power play goal because our penalty kill has been terrible in the last 2 games, which means we might have to make some updates to that. maybe after we get through these divisional games, we will take a look at that. We got about 5 minutes to go here in period number 3, and we're rolling in. We're not gonna win this one. I know I'm always so negative, but I gotta admit we're not gonna win this one. Okay, so we are through 2 games in this episode, and we are down. We're 0-2. We are 0-2 in the episode, but we got 1 goal in this one, so yay. How about some applause? If I was editing this, I'd put a big old applause in there for the Hartford Whalers, getting that second period goal from Connor Burns. He's about the only active player we have, productive player so far on the team. Yes, we had a lot of goals and very exciting assists in the first 10 games, but nothing here tonight. That's the only goal so far through 2 games. We take a look at our 3 stars. I'm going to say Austin Matthews, Stolars, and Connor Burns. No. So Austin Matthews for sure, 2 goals and an assist. Stolars, who gave up just the 1 goal on 35 saves. So excellent job there. And yeah, I forgot about John Tavares scoring that other goal. That happened so long ago in this universe. But he had 2 assists, so a 3-point night. How about that for John Tavares? Okay, so we are heading back into the studio. We are through 2 games. We are 0-2 so far in the episode. We're going to advance quickly through our next day. And we are heading into a matchup with the Buffalo Sabres. And so you see over on the right side, on the season, we are 1-1 against Buffalo. We won 1 in Buffalo. They won 1 at the mall. And it's been Feddo. So after that trade last year, towards the end of the season, with Buffalo, we traded Feddo to Buffalo. I've said that 100 times on these episodes. But he's been killing us since we traded him. And I'm sure he's probably going to get to us in this one as well. But taking a look over on the right side, you can see the last time we played them, it was a 5-4 game, so a high-scoring game. Taven had a goal and an assist. He was the player of the game in that one. They are 5-5-1 on the season, so a pretty even record for them. But they have not. And we're 1-1 against them. So sorry, my train of thought went a little off there. We are on the road for this one. We're at the KeyBank Center. DJ will be holding it down between the pipes. 9 games played, 6 wins, .918 save percentage, and a 2.48 goals against average for the kid. So hopefully, and he hasn't played bad. I mean, against Toronto it was a 3-1 loss, okay, but it wasn't awful. It wasn't awful. So hopefully he can get us our first win of the episode in this one. Hopefully it's exciting. Hopefully it's exciting, and we get some goals. We've seen overtime with these guys quite a bit. We're going to jump in here and make sure that this is all matching up because I don't want to get into an overtime and be looking at it the wrong way. So we'll get camera onto True Broadcast so that way when we get into that game, if we get into a game or a shootout, we're going to see it from the old TV perspective. Okay, so we see who we've got in net. We've got DJ. They have Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. I love saying that name. Say that 3 times fast. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. 7 games played, 3 wins, .897 save percentage, and a 3.66 goals against average. So he's had his struggles, but in season number 1, whenever we had a goalie that we were playing that was struggling, and I would say that they would end up beating us or shutting us out. Hopefully that doesn't happen in this one. So let's go ahead and make our way inside the KeyBank Center and see how we do in game number 3 of the episode. Again, we are 0-2. We need a big win here. This is a big game for us. Okay, so Hartford puts them on a power play early. Again, just totally undisciplined play from the Whalers in the last couple of games. So many penalties. And some of these guys are like just begging to be sent down to the minors. Yeah, begging to be sent down to the minors. And it's P-Check putting one past Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. It's 1-0 Hartford. So thank you, P-Check, for getting us freaking goal. Finally, we're about 3 minutes left in the first period. Can we get 2 goals? Can we have a multi-goal game for a change? And that's going to do it for period number 1. Thank you very much, Mr. Pichek, for that goal. We take a look at our penalties in the period. It was Fagan for elbowing. Hits, a whole bunch of hits. We're not going to look at that. Shots, bunch of shots. All that really matters to us is goals, right? That's all that matters, right, Pichek? Just the goals. Okay, so rolling into period number 2. We're about 18 minutes left in this one. Shots are so even against Buffalo. We know how Buffalo, and it's Thompson. Big old Tage Thompson putting one past DJ. It's a 1-1 tie. And 5-on-4 power play for Hartford. Let's see if we can put one in the net. No, nothing happening there. That's a bummer. Buffalo goes on the power play, and we're going to let one in. No. You're so negative, dude. So negative. Yeah, sorry, I'm talking to myself. It's like I'm talking to myself. I do that a lot. Okay, so 3 minutes left here inside period number 2. And shots are, well, we are just shooting the puck. 28 total shots through 2 periods. And Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen is just getting hammered with shots by the Whalers. We roll into period number 3. Remember, if we go to overtime, we see live hockey, and Tuck puts one past DJ. All right, so Pichek's the only one that spoke up here in game number 3 of the episode, putting one past Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. We put them back on the power play, and please do not score. God, the time ticks away so slow on the power play. And good job by the Whalers killing that one off. Can somebody give me a tying goal? How about somebody we haven't... and Braden, he finally got his first goal of the season. So this game is tied up with about 2 minutes. So it jumped ahead 30 seconds. So 2-2 tie. Third period. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Let's go see some hockey, shall we? Buffalo, Hartford, 1 minute, 30 seconds to go. We are missing 2 of our key players so far in the episode. No Simo, no Kelly in this one. We're heading into Buffalo to see the last minute or so of this game. We are right at the center dot. We've got Walker there, who scored the game-tying goal. Clifton, Kulik. Oh, good stop by DJ. Thompson and DJ with the stop. Okay. Excellent job there from DJ. All right, so you see those? That's some numbers, isn't it? Okay, so Braden's back into the face-off dot up against Tage Thompson. And he can't win that face-off. Here's Darlene to the net. DJ lays on it. Oh, yes. Covers it up. Good job. So we have taken a total of, I didn't see the number of shots there. How about Killer Keller leading? He's about halfway, and he's in the top 10 of penalty minutes, of course. 39 shots on goal for Buffalo, 33 for Hartford. Darlene. Benson tries to backhand one, can't do it. Kirkish can't get it out. Connor takes it into the corner, and dude, no wonder why. It's me. It had me playing. I don't want to play the game. What are you doing? Oh, Lord. I'm like, why are we not doing anything? Why is it staying in their in their set in their zone? Well, that's why, Mike, because you're playing the game. Yes, I want to continue. I want to watch the game. Wow. I'm like, they're not moving. Why are they not moving? That was crazy. Okay, so Pichek's going to pick it up. We got 38 seconds left in this one, now that we actually have the players controlling themselves. And that, Sergio, what are you doing? He tripped him up. Is that a penalty? Was there a penalty there? I don't know. Yeah, there it is. That should have been a penalty. They didn't call it, though. Oh, no, he hurt him, though. Whacked his head on the ice. And they're bringing him to the locker room. That's a bummer. Okay, so their biggest player is out. Good job, Sergio. You'll get paid a little more at the end of this game. We got Jimmy Lamoureux in the dot here. He gets it, gives it to Paul. Paul up to the professor. We have not seen anything from the professor yet. And this is why, because he just takes the puck against the wall. Jimmy collects, gives it to Darren. To No Fear, and No Fear loses the puck. No Fear now backing up over the blue line. Good defense being played, and oh my goodness. Watch this one again. Byram is going to just flip it, and it goes up. Oh, no, dude, go back and get it. No, okay. So Benson made a nice little play, and he took that shot. Look at Feeney's just kind of standing there. It's like, dude, are you going to, get in the way of this? He's like, nah, man. I'm not putting my face at risk. Not going to happen. Okay. And you see the team just go crazy. Okay, so that's a bummer. So that's another loss for us. Another loss for us. Oh, maybe not. There's still time. 8.4 seconds. Here I am looking. I'm so fast thinking we lost. There's 8. Now it says 1. Okay. 8.4. They win the face-off. This game is over. Jimmy collects it, but it's too late, buddy. Too late. Too late, Luther. Too late. All right, so that's going to do it here. Good job by Buffalo coming away with that win. We go to 0-3 so far in the episode. So not good. Not good at all. Total of 6-1 on the season. So struggle city for the Whalers. DJ played a good game. Again, unfortunately, gave up that goal at the end of the game. So that was fun to actually get to see it again. And a lot of people like to actually see the game instead of listening to me talk throughout the games. And we'll get to see that when we take on the Devils here at the end of the episode. So let's go ahead and sim through. So after a tough loss, and we're being offered a trade. So they want our second round pick this year, or at the end of this season, and our third round pick, Buffalo's second round pick. That's the one we got for Feddo. And the Whalers' third round pick, and our backup goalie for a defenseman. Yeah, we're going to decline that because we don't need it, and I don't really feel like spending a lot of money on that. And if I made a mistake, feel free to comment. I don't really care. I really don't care what you think. Okay, so we're going to head into our fourth game of the episode. We are 0-3. We need a win desperately. And we are going to take DJ out again. I'm very sorry, DJ, but you're coming out again. We're going to pop our friend DiPietro into the net. Oh, no, that's a scratch. We don't want that. So DiPietro is going to go into the net. So we're making that change. Oh, my bad. There we go. DiPietro is in net for this one. The 77 overall goalie who has appeared 3 times and has 0 wins and a .878 save percentage. But we are going to rest our hopes for ending this little losing streak on Michael himself. The Ottawa Senators will have Linus Ullmark in the net. 8 games played, 3 wins, a .923 save percentage, and a 2.51 goals against average. So good for him. You can see right here that in the Eastern Conference, the Senators are currently in 9th place. So they are down there in 9th place. And we are in 6th place with 13 total points. So we've picked up nothing in this episode. Again, we are 0-3 right now. And a big part of that is 2 major injuries that we have. We don't have our very expensive, high-priced netminder, and we are missing Mike Kelly, who is a big part of that top-line scoring. We are also going to make a change on the lines. So, Braden, yes, you got yourself a goal. We saw Connor score in this episode. We've seen Pichek score in this episode. We're going to leave Jimmy where he is. I'm very sorry, Mr. Keller, but you are going to go back to that 4th line for this game. We're going to put Blake at the center position, and we will leave Taven over here on. Actually, we'll flip these 2. So Gregory's going to play over on the right side. Taven will play on the left side on the third line. So hopefully we can get something going in this one. This is going to be important. Just kind of mix things up just a hair to see what we can get out of this team. And we go into the next game. Hartford Whalers at the Canadian Tire Center taking on the Ottawa Senators. So we are out on the road. We're going to go ahead and jump in. We'll sim this one. We saw some live hockey at the end of our last game against Buffalo. And here we are taking on Ottawa early on inside the first period. And we're about 5 minutes into the first period. Shots. And how about the Professor putting one in the net? Hoorah for our boy, the Professor. If you're out there, miss you, buddy. He puts in another one. Is he going to get the Hattie? Let's get the Hattie, baby. So it's 2-0 Hartford over Ottawa. It's a 9. We have 9 shots, 10 shots. So I think the Professor's just shooting. He's just shooting. The man is just shooting. All right. So we've got a 2-0 lead on 2 goals from the Professor here in period number 1. Let's just go crazy. Let's just go crazy in this one. Let's get like 6 goals because that's how they are. They'll get shut out for like 2 games in a row, and then they just start putting them in the net. Instead, we give up a goal to McEwen, but that's right because we go on the power play right after it. And nothing on the power play. So we mixed the lines around heading into this game. Really just that third line. I left the top 2 lines pretty much how they are. And just getting a message from my buddy P-Check, and he's talking to me about the Blackhawks as I'm watching this. The live real-world Blackhawks who've actually been playing pretty good hockey this year. Same as the Ducks. And, while I was talking, I kind of missed the fact that Norris scored a goal. Sorry. Just texting him back. Okay, so we are at the end of the second period, and Norris put one in. McEwen put one in on DiPietro. So we could go jump in and take him out and put DJ in the net, but no. This is his last chance. All right, if we get a win here, he stays on the team. If we take a loss in this one, he's gone. All right, now we got offered a trade for him. I turned the trade down with the Canadians. So we'll see. We'll see if he can get through this one. Okay. So 2-2. My mind goes somewhere else. I got somebody talking to me right now. So anyway, so 2-2, end of the second, rolling into the third period. And again, DiPietro's job on the line. He gives up a power play and then another goal. So we give up back-to-back power play goals. Now it's 5-2. We're getting absolutely worked by one of the worst teams in the league. Connor says, give me a shorthanded goal. It's 5-3. Ottawa's popping back. Ottawa. Hartford's popping back into this thing. 10 minutes to go. Somebody step up. Who's it going to be? Blake Sant, we haven't heard from you. Swifty, we haven't heard from you. 5-on-4 power play. Nothing happening there. Good job killing that one off for a change. 2 minutes to go in this one. Can we get bang goals? The Professor came out on fire, and we are going to lose another game. That is 4 consecutive losses for the Hartford Whalers. Struggle City as we continue on here in season number 2. Wow, that's a painful one. So 2 in the first for the Whalers on goals from the Professor. And the Professor, I thought he was going to get himself a Hattie. Unfortunately, couldn't get that done. We then give up 2 in the second, 3 in the third. We did have that shorthanded goal from Connor Burns, but that was not enough to get this team riled up. We go ahead and we take a look at our stars of the game. How about the Professor with 2 goals and a hit? Buddy, you need to get some more hits, okay? We need some more action from you. That's the most action we've seen from you so far this season. All right, Batherson had a goal and 2 assists, and Riley Gregg had a goal and 2 assists in this one. Okay, so here we go. We are through 4 games in the episode. We are rocking and rolling here probably for another 45 minutes, and the team has yet to win a game in episode 2. So we started with a 6-3-1 record. We are now 6-7-1, and we're just inching our way down the division leaderboard, closer and closer to the Senators, who keep kicking our ace in this episode. So let's go ahead and advance. Now, I said, as the general manager and head coach, I said, Michael DiPietro, if you cannot get me a win in this game, you are gone. And you know what? When I say it, I absolutely mean it. You will not be playing in the next game. In fact, you'll be lucky if you're playing for the Connecticut Nighthawks, our minor league affiliate, because I am sending you down, buddy. You are going down to the minors, and we are bringing up another goalie because we need some help in that net for sure. Of course, we know that Simo is still injured. That is definitely killing this team because she was kind of the heart and soul last year, especially in the playoffs. We're going to go with Primo. No, you know what? I'm going to go with Skarek. I like Skarek. I had him on my Islanders franchise mode. He was my backup in my 4 through 8 seasons, and he was really good. So we're going to go with Skarek. Welcome up to the big club. And, oh, my bad. So we need to actually select him. Oh, yeah, there you go, Mike. That's the way you do it. Okay, so welcome up to the big clubs, Jacob Skarek. And we will edit those lines. So sorry you have to sit through all this boring part of the show, but, you know, it has to be done. Sometimes management has to make their changes. And so he's currently scratched. Welcome to the lineup. Yes, we'll substitute. You're going to be our backup goalie. Oh, we need to get our starting goalie back. You know, that $9 million contract for 1 year and just kind of sitting at home doing nothing is not helping. I know injured, but still not helping. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get our best lines for our Connecticut Nighthawks team. Caden Primo is our starting goalie down there. We can skip through that. Nobody wants to see that. All right, so we're heading into game number 5 of the episode. We are 0-4, and we get to play the Ottawa Senators again. So hopefully we can just get them out of the way for the remainder of the season, right? That would be nice. So if you're just jumping into this mess, welcome in to episode number 2. This is a live episode number 2 of the Hartford Whalers' journey towards the Stanley Cup Championship. Again, last season ended with that unfortunate loss in the Eastern Conference Finals, where we got our butts handed to us by the Tampa Bay Lightning. We have made our way into season number 2. We signed almost everybody back to the club, some of them really demanding some crazy-ass contracts, which cost us a boatload of cash. I'm not going to say any names, but if you watch episode number 1, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. We are currently through a total of 14 games here in the season. We are 6-7-1, and we have dumped our last 4 games in a row. So we need something huge to happen here. I'm not going to make any changes to the lineup. I truly believe that the team can score. I think a lot of it is just our goalie situation. So hopefully we can get something rolling here as we make our way, because we're gonna watch this one in the slow sim, then we'll go fast sim, and then we'll be seeing the New Jersey Devils in some live action here in just a few moments. So if you're hanging around for that, hang tight. We'll get there in just a moment. Okay, so here we go. We are going to jump into this one. So we have got Linus Ullmark in net. If you're watching, feel free to throw in a comment. I'd love to see who's watching me tonight. I've got just a couple of live viewers at the moment, so feel free to type something in there. You got a question, a concern, anything. I don't care. Just make me laugh. I'd love to see that up on the screen. So we are taking on Linus Ullmark and the Ottawa Senators. He's in net, 10 games played, 4 wins, a .930 save percentage, and a 2.39 goals against average. DJ will be holding it down between the pipes for the Whale. Here back at the mall, 11 games played, 6 wins, a .921 save percentage, and a 2.47 goals against average in this one as well. So you can see over on the right side, we are currently in 7th place with 13 points in our division. Again, we are struggling mightily at the moment. We see our team leaders over on the right. We've got Pichek, total points 17. On defense, it's Sergio with 7. Connor with 7 goals to lead the team. Pichek with 12 helpers. Cody has yet to play. He's got 0 points. And, of course, DJ has our 6 wins for goalies so far. I'm not going to look at that. We look at the right side. So we've played basically all Senators in this episode. And you see how we stand. We're 17th in goals for per game, which has dropped significantly here in this episode. Our penalty kills 14th, which if you watched any of the episodes last year, we were absolutely horrible. Now we're actually halfway decent. 29.7% on the power play. So the team's good on the power play. We just can't stop anybody when they're on the power play. And, of course, Pichek rocking it with 17 total points. So excellent job from Pichek on the year. And he's going to start to pull away from Mr. Kelly. Okay, Mr. Kelly's injured until November, so he's going to start to pull away for sure. So, yeah, I kind of got thrown off there a little bit. So yeah, with Mr. Kelly currently out injured, that's when Mr. Pichek's going to definitely make his move. Okay, so here we roll. We're going to roll through this game against Ottawa. We're going to quick sim the next 4 games, and then we're going to get to see our team live against. Oh, I got a comment. How about that? Keep throwing them at me. Can't believe I have been out for this long. Yeah, you've been out the whole season. You're absolutely killing me. I don't know what the injury is. You know what? With that question, let's go ahead and take a look and see what's wrong. Upper body injury. Yeah, you probably took one off the dome. That would be my guess. Our goalie took one off the dome. I broke my elbow because I'm old. Okay, so I broke my elbow. So here we roll. Thank you. That was great. I got a comment. It actually makes me laugh. It makes me laugh because this has been really sad watching my team lose 4 games alone here. Okay, so here we roll. We're going to go ahead and simulate through this one. Let's see if we get some good names going here in this Game 5 of the episode. We are 0-4, and we are rocking and rolling here inside the first period. We go on the power play. Let's get a goal from somebody. Light up the board. Let's see some green on the board, right? Let's see some green on the board. I have got nothing. We've only taken 4 shots here in the period. So... yes, our goalie will be back, and Stutzla puts one in, and Greg puts one in. Not our Greg. I think it's Ridley Greg. I'm pretty sure that's how you say that. I always call him Riley on this. 5 minutes to go. Ottawa has absolutely been kicking our... I'm trying to be nice. I don't want to cuss. I don't know if you can cuss on YouTube, but I don't want to cuss too much. Okay, sometimes I slip up. So we are through the first period. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look and see what we've got. Penalty-wise, Connor Burns with a holding penalty, and Jenik had a holding. So not too bad. That's actually a positive for us to not have a whole lot of penalties. That is definitely a positive for this team. We roll into period number 2. We're down 2-0, and Batherson puts one in. So DJ has not been very good. I'm sorry. He's not been very good at all. I keep trying to say the nicest possible things. He has just not been very good at all. Okay, so we're about 10 minutes left to go in the second period. Are we going to see some green on the board? Can we get somebody on the board? It's like sitting alone. I was like, just sit here. Okay, how about Braden with his second goal of the season? A little life. Kachuk puts one in. So it's 4-1. And, I kind of hope we could see some sort of a miracle in the third period. But I've seen enough of these games. I watched enough of this last year to know that doesn't happen too often. So here we go. 4-on-3 power play. Let's get a goal. right? We get all the help we need on the power play, and we can't score. Instead, we give one up to them. How about Hunt picking up a goal? It's 5-1. And Braden gets his second goal tonight. You know what? Just give us something to smile about, Braden. Get us a Hattie. Put in a Hattie. Let's do it. How about a Hattie for Braden? And nothing happening here. Nothing is happening. Oh, bummer. 5 minutes to go in the period. Hartford, 28 shots. Ottawa has taken more shots, and it's 6-2. They get another goal, and that's going to do it. So, garbage. We are 0-5. I'm half tempted to turn this thing off and start over again. But you know what? That would be cheating, and I don't do stuff like that. So I'm not going to do that to you, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the line. In this one, Ottawa had 2, and then 2, and then 2. In period 1, 2, and 3. Hartford managed to get 2 goals. So yay, how about them? Excellent job. Some juice boxes and carrot sticks all around for the Whalers when they get into the locker room. So we paid these guys a bunch of cash, and they are doing absolutely nothing. Pichek with 2 assists, 3 hits. So thank you very much for actually being a little physical out there. Greg had a goal and an assist. And, of course, Braden Walker gets the star. He had 2 goals and 0 assists in this one. He gets the top star. We got our butts handed to us, but 2 Whalers got on the board for stars. Maybe that's because we're at home. We don't really want to watch the Ottawa Senators skate around as they get their stars in this one. So we are through 5 episodes. No, we are through 5 games here in episode number 2. And we are going to now. Yeah, let's go is right. I kind of wish we could actually get something going. We need something to happen here. Okay. All right, so we are going to jump. We are going to actually jump right here to our calendar. And let's go ahead and simulate quickly through these to get to our live game. We're going to get to our live game. So, DJ, you're going to stay in the net. You're going to be our guy here for all these games. Heading to the calendar and the quick sim. I won't take you out unless we have a back-to-back, which we do. So maybe we'll see Skarek play against Washington. So we'll probably jump in there and change that. So let's go ahead and we'll simulate this one. Good job. Do we get a win? Oh, I simulated up to that day. So, yeah, big mistake on my part. Okay, Vancouver is placing Atu Rati on waivers. Would you like to claim him? Oh, my Lord. Would I like to? No, I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass on Atu Rati. Ooh, when we quick sim, we get ourselves a win. How about a 5-4 win? Okay, can we get back to 500 with a win against the Washington Capitals? Let's do this one. How's that sound? So the amateur scout is telling me, yeah, I don't care. Okay, so we get to 2-1 win. So we have 5 losses in a row, and then we get ourselves back-to-back wins in the old quick sim. Okay, we're going to go to the 11th. Let's see what we get after that. Philadelphia, that's a win. Hartford player Mike Kelly has returned to the lineup. He will now begin to count against your roster and salary cap. So let's go to roster moves. Welcome back to the lineup, Mike Kelly, making an early return. He's like, guys, we can't get anything done. I got to come back. All right, I can't take any vacations. We all know how that is, right? Mike Kelly's got to make sure he's in the lineup at all times. Okay, so let's see what we're going to do here. Who's going to go down? Oliver Wahlstrom, you are the weakest link. You will go down. So Oliver Wahlstrom is going down. We're going to finish that up. Kelly, you're back in the lineup. We're going to edit our lines. We got to make those changes. Sorry to put you all through this, but we got to do it. Okay, so Killer, you're going to stay on that 4th line. Jimmy, you go back to the 3rd line. Braden, welcome to the 2nd line. Mr. Kelly, you are going back to the top line with our boy Pichek and Burns. Braden, you'll stay there with the Professor and Max Pacioretty. Taven, you'll go to the 4th line. Swifty over to the left wing 3rd line. And I just roll through this pretty quick. I'm sorry, I've gotten pretty quick at this. We're going to go with Blake Sant here, and welcome back to the lineup, Mr. Scory Perry. And yes, Scory's back in the lineup, so let's get this done. All right. All right, making our way. So we have won 4 games in a row on the quick sim. Folks, I might be doing this all the time. Okay, we went from, I don't even know what our record was, 6-8-1 to 10-8-1 because I pressed quick sim as we make our way into our live game against the New Jersey Devils. Mike Kelly is fully healed, so excellent. We knew that was going to happen. We're just going to continue. We'll leave him right where he was on that top line. So great. We actually get to see Mike Kelly come back. I thought he was going to be gone for most of the episode. It'll be good. Hopefully we can get our goalie back as well soon. Okay, so Calgary's placing Cole Schmidt. No, I don't want him. I wish it wouldn't ask me all these questions, but it does. Okay, so we're going to go in and we're going to watch some live hockey. Okay, we're actually going to watch these games like we did towards the end of season number 1. We're going to see the New Jersey Devils at the Hartford Civic Center against the Hartford Whalers. A big game for us in our last contest against each other. We won 5-4. Braden had 2 goals and 3 assists in that contest. Of course, that was when he was on the top line, right before we got Captain Kelly back into the lineup. So hopefully he's finding that chemistry back with that second line, along with who's on the second line? The Professor and Max Pacioretty. So hopefully they can do something in this one as we get to watch some actual hockey. I'm really excited about this. In case you couldn't tell, it's not very often that we get to actually watch hockey, and we're going to watch the entire game. So, okay, so they have Jacob Markstrom between the pipes in this one. 15 games played, 9 wins, a .910 save percentage, a 2.88 goals against average. 16 games played for DJ Hilby between the pipes, 10 wins, a .921 save percentage, and a 2.51 goals against average. So in quick sim, when we quick sim, DJ is a freaking Vezina Trophy winner. When we slow sim, he can't stop a puck from going in the net. So hopefully we actually get to see him play pretty well in this one. So let's take a look over here on the right side. The Devils are 19th in goals for per game. They are 4th in goals against. So defensively, they're good, but defensively, we are good because we have quite possibly 2 of the best defensive players in the league in Sergio and, of course, no fear Feeney on that second defensive line. Our power play percentage is 27.3. I'm going to guess that that's like 90% P-check when it comes to the power play percentage. We are 22% for the Devils. Penalty kill, we're pretty good on the penalty kill this year. Last year, a huge struggle. At one point, we were like 68%. This year, we are at 84 heading into this live game. And our team leader in points is P-check. But I guarantee you that's not going to last long because Kelly's back in the lineup, and we know what he can do with the puck. He had over 90 points in the inaugural season. So with that being said, and that's the first time I've had a chance to say that tonight. But with that being said, it is time for some live hockey. All right. So if you are watching, you're watching live, we're going to get to see these boys in action on the screen. So we're not going to make any changes. Everything's going to stay exactly how it is. And we are heading into tonight's game against the New Jersey Devils. And just bear with me because it takes a couple seconds to get us there. Let's see. Do we like the whites? I really like the blues. I think we're going to go with the blues. Okay, this was actually towards the end of their kind of Whaler run before they moved. But we're going to go with the blues. And let's see. Do they have an old uniforms? Do they have an old uniform? Let's see. 216. Oh, look at this one. That's old school and a half. So we're going to go with that one. Take a look at that old 80s Devils uniform in this game. Okay, so we are live. Heading into the mall. Make sure to grab your Orange Julius, your hot dog on a stick. This is a grudge match between the New Jersey Devils and our Hartford Whalers. Pichek leading the way. In the last game, he had 4 takeaways and a couple of goals. Timo Meier for the Devils. Look at our team. Looking tough. Watch them go right after each other. Pichek. Love it. All right. Center ice here at the Civic Center. Kelly's going to take the face-off, gives it over to Kirkish. Kirkish bringing it up. Not sure why he does that. Pichek. Oh, and it gets knocked off the puck. Kelly tries to backhand one in. And there's Darren Paul with that old school helmet. A little bit different. So last year I was like editing this, so I actually get to watch it live with you. So if you're watching, feel free to put any comments up on the screen. I'd love to see it. Because instead of getting the edited version of me, you get the live version. All right, here comes Kelly. He's got the puck. And Kirkish is going to chase it down. Good job from Kirkish. He gives it over to Big Serge. Serge over to Kelly. Here comes Kana. Quana Burns with the puck. He takes it to the net. And, Markstrom with the stop. Okay, so this team definitely like to shoot the puck. All right, we definitely like to shoot the puck. In the last game that we saw in a slow sim, I think we had about 40 shots. Okay, Kelly back to the face-off dot. I haven't traded him yet, but I'm open to suggestions. Yes, Kirkish is still on the team. He is still on the team. He's a top-line defender, so it's tough to get rid of him. I tried moving him, but it just wasn't happening. Okay, here comes Kelly up the ice. He's looking for anybody, and nobody's there. Holla. Here comes Holla. Pichek collects the puck and gets knocked on his ace. Good job there. Pichek actually Feeney, no fear. The man we call No Fear with the puck. I don't think he's watching tonight. He definitely likes to watch our baseball episodes. And, Connor stays in front of that puck. Sacrifices the body for the Whale. Connor. All right, Darren collects the puck. He doesn't move it too well. Here comes Connor. Got a little bit of a sore calf. Max Pacioretty, we picked up and and Kelly took the shot, and that's stopped by Markstrom. Okay, so the Whalers started out the episode 0-5. They've now won 4 in a row. We're trying to pick up our 5th win. Try to end this episode on a 5-5 record. That puck was on its side. Foot's going to pass it up. Oh, no. Good stop. Fagan to Walker. So here's the second line. This is the Professor. Braden shoots. Walker. And here comes Mercer bringing it up. Track it down. That's Fagan. So we got 2 Fagans on the team. I'm not sure which one that is. Here's the Professor. So the Professor likes to hold on to the puck, and then he likes to lay on his back up against the wall there. But the Professor definitely likes to hold on to the puck because he wants to score all the time. He definitely wants to score as much as he can. Okay. Behind the net, Nemec has the puck, gives it to McDermott. He's bringing it up. Here's Beckman to Hallinan. And, I can't see the puck over there. Jimmy collects it to Kirkish, to Serge. Serge has got a heavy slap shot. He gives it off to Swifty, to Jimmy. Jimmy has a stop by Markstrom. So shots are 7-1. We got about 8 minutes to go here. And Max Pacioretty was honored tonight for getting his 1,000th game. There's his silver stick. So great job for the newcomer to the Whalers. He'll get his silver stick with them. All right, Killer. He's out on the ice. Sergio to Kirkish. Big shot from Kirkish from the line. So we take a lot of shots from the blue line. Sergio and Gavin loved to shoot the puck. Here comes Taven. Taven shoots, and nothing happening there. Okay, so here come the Devils. Quickly, getting away. Getting away, that's Darren Paul. Over to Scory Perry. Taven Lamprey bringing it up. He shoots, and that's stopped. So we're going to get a power play. A 5-on-3 power play. Were we on the power play there? I didn't even notice we were on the power play. And there's a little cross check from Meyer on Paul. Paul sells it really well. He definitely does. So we're going to go on a 5-on-3 power play. Okay, I'm taking bets here. Who's going to score the goal? We got Pichek, we got Walker, we got Burns. Who's going to get the goal? Sergio's out there on the power play. And the Professor shoots, and that's stopped. Markstrom's going to hold it. So our team, not bad on the power play, right? They're about 20% mark. So hopefully we can get something done here. Braden collects. Serge. Oh, Serge, that was a good pass. That's good thinking. But Jacob makes the catch at the blue line. Braden tries to collect it, gives it to Serge. Serge brings it in. Braden. Oh, gets knocked off the puck. Here comes Sergio. All right, come on, Sergio. Slow it down. Connor will slow it down. Sergio, dump it. Braden to the net, and he just knocked that dude on his dome. Somebody collect it. All right, we got a minute and 24 left on this 5-on-3. Yeah, he moves pretty quick. I gave him a little more speed for season number 2. All right, Sergio collects. Braden shoots, and that's stopped. Go get it, Pichek. Into the corner. Backhand. Oh, who puts it in? Oh, man. Braden Walker pressuring behind the net. Connor has it. He's going to shoot, watch. No, he gives it up to Serge. Klappa. And nothing. Markstrom with the stop. Okay, so we got 49 seconds left on this 5-on-3. And we've seen absolutely no action. No action. All right. The most active person has been Sergio. Jimmy goes for the face-off. Nothing happening there. He Pacioretty. Oh, and Kelly in front of the net. So I've watched so much of this now. I've actually got all the numbers down. I can pretty much tell you who's who. All right, so Jimmy's going to go to the dot. He's going to win that. No, he lost the face-off. Dougie Hamilton bringing it up. Kelly. Swifty. Here comes Swift up the right side. Gives it to Jimmy. Jimmy shoots it and has it stopped. 24 seconds left. Take your time. Get the shot. There it is. Oh, nothing happening there. That was Swift in front of the net. Just kind of hanging around waiting for that. Okay, we've got 20 seconds left on this massive power play, and that's why this first period has taken so long to watch. Braden to the dot. Nothing happening. Neusen collects it. Tosses it up. Braden. Oh, and it's Connor Burns with the goal on the power play, and it's 1-0 Hartford Whalers at home. Look at the team gather up. That's his 11th goal on the season. Huge, huge play. It looked like he just skated into it. No, he just kind of brought it around the goalie in a beautiful little backhand move on the power play. Assist from Braden. Braden has like 12 assists on the season. The coach looks more like me than my player. The one on the right. Not the one with the hair, the one without the hair. He looks more like me than my player. Okay. So our power play is up. We get the beautiful backhander from Connor Burns. There's 4 minutes left. And if any of you are paying attention here, which I've got a couple of viewers, if you're paying attention, we have taken 17 shots to New Jersey's 1. And here comes Connor again. Oh, we have 4 seconds left on that power play. And that's going to do it for the power play. And the Professor takes it behind the net. Oh, big pass to Connor, to Braden. Go one more time. Shoot it. Oh, nothing happening. Here comes Hughes to Mercer. So we are pretty dominant, man. We take a lot of shots. Our team does. Hughes behind the net. No, stop it. Okay, DJ with the stop. Okay, so usually while I'm doing this, I'll kind of talk to you a little bit about what's going on in the actual NHL, the live NHL. And we have actually got a couple scores going on. There's a missed shot from the Devils in our world. So we've got some games actually going on tonight in the NHL. Oh, Jimmy with the huge slap shot. And then he puts it in front of the net, and it's a goal for Blake Son, and it's 2-0 Whalers. Jimmy with the huge slapper went and collected his own rebound. Blake's just waiting in front of the net, and he puts it in. No, I would have to agree with that. Our top goalie is definitely better than our backup. But he's doing okay in this one. But they haven't even had a chance. We've been dominating most here in most of the first period. Okay, so we're heading towards intermission and stop him. And we do. Okay, so that's a positive in this one. Okay, that's a positive. We get 2 goals, 1 on a power play from Connor Burns, and then his buddy Blake Sant puts one in later on in the period. We took so many shots. It was unbelievable. 22 shots here at the intermission, 18 hits. We had the puck in our zone for 2 minutes. They had it for a minute. Our passing has been spot on, 89.3%. 8 faceoffs won, and we're 1 for 2 on the power play. So excellent job in the first period. Once again, I'll usually talk a little bit about hockey that's going on right now. The Chicago Blackhawks live right now. They're up 1-0 as they head into the first intermission. Playing some good hockey there are the Blackhawks. Connor Bedard had a goal tonight. The Sabres are up 2-1 currently in the second period. In that one, the Rangers down the Lightning 7-3, and the Oilers took out the Flyers. So thank you very much, Oilers. The Islanders definitely appreciate that, and the Rangers, well, they're struggling anyway. But the game to watch tonight, I would have to say, is probably the Blackhawks and the Devils. That's going to be a good game. I'm going to have to root for the Blackhawks for sure because we need the Devils to lose. We definitely need the Devils to lose. Okay, let's head into period number 2 here at the Civic Center. We are pushing just over an hour here in the episode. We had a power play that lasted for what seemed like eternity in the first period. And here we go. Timo Meier is going to take this one. DJ with the stop. Okay. Kelly, Pichek, Burns out on the ice. Kelly collects the face-off. Pichek's going to bring it up. Oh, look at that move between the legs. Oh, and he tries to shoot. Dude, just pass the puck, would ya? Come on, share it a little bit. Here comes Hughes up the ice. Surge to Kelly. Kelly with a beautiful pass over to Gavin. Gavin, just dump it. Pichek has it. Now watch him. He'll try to shoot again. Dude, oh, and then he knocks Pesci on his ass behind the net. I love it. Okay, here comes Timo Meier. Kelly collects. He steals that puck, goes through his legs again because he's like the Magic Johnson of... Okay, well, he's a good passer of the puck. He's the John Stockton of the Hartford Whalers. All right, Holla. Holla! He takes the shot. Actually, he just passed it to Palat. Collected by Walker. So our second line's back out on the ice. Here comes the Professor. Pacioretty. Feeney to the net. Oh! All right, power play happening. So it's a cross-checking penalty. So we're on the power play. Again, we've got another power play. So a 2-0 game. Stefan Neusen gets the old cross-check. And look at Braden. He's not even paying attention. Gets knocked right on his knees. Okay, sit down in the box, baby. You sit there and you wait while we score another goal on you. Bring out the power play unit. Well, we're going to go with the second power play unit. It's going to be Jimmy, Greg, and Kelly out on the ice. And Scory Perry, the 40-year-old magician with the puck, is playing on our power play or second power play line. Here's Hallinan. And he puts it into the corner. Pacioretty. So this is the oldest line on the team. We've got Pacioretty. We've got Scory Perry. Because I've made myself like a 20-year-old. Pacioretty shoots and scores! The power play goal for Max Pacioretty. That is goal number 5 on the season for Max Pacioretty and the Hartford Whalers on the power play coming up big tonight. That's a 3-0 lead. So this team in slow sim 0-5, in quick sim 4-0, and now live we are leading 3-0 in the second period of this one. Look at him just put this one past Markstrom. Let's get Markstrom out of the game. That's the goal for tonight for sure. Okay, so Hartford is up 3-0 in this one. Max Pacioretty with his 5th goal on the season. 14:25 to go in a second. So Pacioretty on assist from Swifty and Jimmy Lamoureux. And now we get to see No Fear behind the net. Feeney's going to pass it up. Gives it to Pacioretty. He makes a little move with the stick, shoots, and stopped by Markstrom. Okay, so the Professor is out on the ice. We've got Walker, the Professor, and Max Pacioretty out on the ice for the Hartford Whalers. Pacioretty to Feeney. Feeney to Walker. Beautiful pass. Pacioretty goes to the corner. Walker to Feeney to Paul. Inside to Pacioretty. Oh, and it's Went taking it away. So very nice passing. You don't really see that. See, you get the older guys out there, and they're not trying to shoot all the time like Pichek. Pichek always wants to shoot the puck. No! All right, good stop. Darren Paul in the corner. Gives it up. Look at the Professor to Pichek, and he gets drilled again. And then he goes after him again. I want to see a fight. Give me a fight. Pichek is going crazy out there. DJ with the stop. So good stop there. So I noticed one thing about our players here in the live is that we take a hit, but we just go right after them. Right? We go right after them. Yeah, that's true. You can't score if you're not taking any shots. And here he comes up the ice again. And they put him up against the boards. But see, we need him to puck. We need him to pass in that situation. Okay, Burns to Kelly. Now watch Kelly. See, that's how you pass it, just like that. Now Pichek with the puck. Inside, Kelly shoots. That was a beautiful pass from Pichek inside to Kelly. They work together pretty well. Pichek shoots. Oh, he tried to go forehand, backhand, and he missed it. He's behind the net. He clears it out. Good pass there into Kelly. Kelly fighting for it. Tries to sneak one past. Not really sure why the goalie fell on his knees there. Kirkish collects over to Sant. Sant already has a goal in this game. Pichek. Oh, no, they hurt Jimmy. Somebody go and defend Jimmy. I mean, I know he can handle himself, but... Okay, there's Neusen in the corner. Kirkish. Big pass, big shot, good stop from Swifty. Swifty will get in front of the puck, for sure. Jimmy trying to take it up. And, oh, he lost it. But he just fighting with Siegenthaler in the corner. Swifty goes after Meyer. Pesci bringing it up. He's got Surge, and he has Kirkish out there on him. Halla, good collection by Blake Sant. Stealing that one. Here comes Swifty to Jimmy. Shoot, Jimmy, shoot. Oh, and he falls down again. The animations when they fall down on this are just unbelievable. Here comes Hughes. Pacioretty. Meyer. Nemec. Heischer. Oh, good stop. DJ is having a game. I mean, he's only had to stop 7 shots, but he's having a game so far. Hughes, the professor in the corner. Get it out. There we go. Slow it down. So the more experienced veteran, Pacioretty. Look at Feeney. Oh, I thought Walker was going to make it. No Fear had the puck, and he actually passed it. Good job there. Come on, swarm him. Don't let him get to the net. Went. Okay. Paul. The professor. Walker. Oh, Bomba. Little offside. Did they not notice that? All right, there's a good look at the team on the bench. This has been an exciting game so far because we're winning. Absolutely. So, 3-0. Hartford over New Jersey. Look at the shots. 29-8 in this one. Lots of hits. We've been physical. Our old-timers coming up big. Pacioretty had a goal. Sant had a goal. And, of course, Connor Burns had a goal in this one. We are at the end of period number 2. This is second intermission. There's Pacioretty's goal that I believe was a power play goal. So at the end of 2 periods, we have 29 shots. Hits are even, 39-39. Time on the attack, just about even as well. Passing, the 2 teams, even. Face-offs won, 10-10. So this is a heck of a game. I think what's killing the Devils really is the fact that they've been on in the penalty box for a total of 6 minutes, and we have taken advantage by putting in 2 goals. In this one, we've got 2 power plays out of 3, and power play minutes for us, 2 minutes and 30. So let's kind of scroll over here real quick. And this is what we've seen so far. Connor has the goal and 2 shots, and not a whole lot happening for New Jersey in this one. So we're going to just jump right into this third period. If you've been hanging with me so far through the game, it's been an exciting one. We are up 3-0. So far in the episode, we started our week 0-5. We picked up 4 wins in the quick sim, which is great for the team. And now we're going for our 5th win in a row against the New Jersey Devils. It'd be our second of the episode against them. So let's see if we can get that done here in period number 3. With the Whalers, this is where it usually gets exciting because we are known to blow leads. And I don't want to be, super negative, but yes, if you watch and you pay attention, we will blow leads. And it's usually that guy in net that'll do it. So DJ gets the stop there. 29-9 shots on goal in this one. That's a big hit. Ooh, who laid that one? That was Pichek just knocking him on his ace. Great job there from Pichek. That's it. Get physical. Get physical. Show them we're a tough team. Kelly to Kirkish. Sergio bringing it up. Dump it, Serge. Don't take it all the way to the net. See? Oh, he made a move. Did you see that? Pichek. Good pass from Sergio to Pichek in front of the net. And he collects it again to Kelly. Oh, no, that was Connor. Connor in front of the net. That was a beautiful pass again from Pichek. So I'm saying he doesn't pass. All he does is shoot. And ever since, Sergio got knocked on his ass. So ever since I said that Pichek doesn't ever pass, he's been passing like the entire time since then. So I'd love to see him get a goal. Who gets the next goal? That's the real question. Who's going to get the next goal in this one? I think it's going to be Scory Perry, even though he's on the 4th line. And we only really see him on the power play. Big old shot. Wow, a lot of traffic in front of the net, but they get away with it. Pacioretty bringing it up. Over to the Professor. The Professor had 2 goals in one of our sims. So he was a big-time scorer in our first season. Didn't do too much in the playoffs. Here's the playoff king. No Fear Feeney. He's like the Andy Pettit of the Whalers. Doesn't do much in the regular season, but totally destroys in playoff hockey. And yeah, Andy Pettit, he's a baseball player, but that's the only way I could compare it. I don't really know anybody else to compare it to. Okay. So we are back in action. And Braden Braden laying the lick on that one. They don't even know where to pass it after he hit him. Good takeaway by Paul. Give it over to Braden. To Feeney. To Braden. To the professor. To Pacioretty. Okay, nothing happening. So we got about 12 minutes left here in the third period. We're holding this one down pretty well. Pacioretty taking this one up. He gives it over to the professor, who gets tripped. Walker. Okay, so now we're talking shutout. 10 minutes to go in this game, and our team needs to hold off to get DJ a shutout. P-check. Now shoot it. Shoot it. Oh, all right, Kelly into the corner. You know he's going to pass it out, right? No, he's going to lose the puck. Feeney gets knocked down. P-check collects the puck, tries to go behind the net, and can't get it back there. And the Devils will bring it up. Here comes Kelly, all alone. Whoop. Oh, come on, dude. See, we need P-check in that situation. He'd be going through the legs. Oh, big old shot. Yes. Oh, I thought, come on, Connor, put it in, dude. Surge. Up against the wall. Somebody go get him. So Kelly with the fractured elbow about a month ago, he's not trying to hit anybody. He's letting the rest of the team do that. But he'll get in front of the net and help DJ. Okay, so 3-0. 3-0. Still got a couple of viewers. You've been hanging tight. Appreciate that. We are in our last game of the episode. We are 4-5-0 in this one. So we're trying to get to 500 in the episode. And Hallinan. Oh, and that's it. Oh, no shutout. Hallinan puts one in. And like I said, to start this period, our team, they've struggled. And these Devils are kind of like the real Devils. The other night, I'm sitting there watching the Islanders game. It's 2-0. There's 4.5 or 2-1. There's 4.5 seconds left, and the freaking Devils scored and made it a 2-2 game. We ended up winning in overtime. Thank God for Matt Barzal. And our team right here, they can't score. So 39-14 in shots. Sorry, I go off on a tangent a little bit. That was a big old fat hit. Gregory ran into a brick wall there. Okay, so we've got Jimmy Lamoureux. He's our center. That third line is out on the ice. Here's Jimmy. He passes the puck to Fagan. Fagan on the ice. Hamilton. Dougie passes it up to Hallinan. He already scored once. He takes it to the net. Somebody stop him. No! Dude, it went off the top of his freaking helmet. And McDermott has made this a game. So it is 3-2. It is 3-2. Oh my God! If they blow this, I'm gonna freaking lose it. He tries to go backwards to lay on it, and watch this. It goes off of his freaking dome. No. Okay, it went off his shoulder, but that was close enough. No, it's 3-2. It's 3-2. These guys love to stress me out, man. This team loves to stress me out. It's like real life. It's like real life when I see these names pop up. Just total stress for the guy. Okay, here we go. So it's 3-2. If you've hung around, we were up 3-0. Yeah. Let's see a fight. We need some fights. Somebody show me some toughness. So our main fighter in season number 1 was Swift. Swift would be out there fighting Killer Keller. He didn't actually get his nickname by fighting. If you know, you know, right? You know how he got his nickname. Okay, so Markstrom is going to stop that. But yes, we were known for fighting last season. Kelly, P-check, Burns, we kept it pretty quiet. We didn't fight a whole lot. It was Swifty. It was Paul. Mike Feeney would scrap from time to time. Fagan takes it to the net. Do not give them the puck back. There's 1 minute and 45 seconds left. They're going to pull their goalie here. All right, that's where Pichek is going to get his points. Oh, and instead we just... Oh, they put Fagan through the glass. Watch this. No! Oh, somebody's paying for that. Somebody's paying for that shit. All right, we're the Whalers. We don't have money. We can't replace our glass that often. Okay, Kelly, Pichek, Burns out on the ice. The goalie's going to come out eventually. He's going to have to. Siegenthaler, Halla, Palat shoots. So now's when our team's going to start giving up the body. No! Oh, I thought it went in the net. Pichek collects. Kelly with the puck. Passes to Burns. Burns to the net. Shoots. And Markstrom with the stop. 44.1 seconds. The Hartford Whalers have taken 42 shots in this game. So we have 39 stops from Markstrom. He has been really good in net for the Devils, to be totally honest. Kelly collects. Serge gives it to Meyer. Bad pass from Sergio. Do not blow it. Luke Hughes shoots. All right, Kelly, we got an empty net. Give it to Pichek. Get it to Pichek. Yeah, oh, he hit the post. No! Sergio, he misses. Somebody collect it. No, they give it to Dougie. Pichek hit the post. Here comes Meyer, bringing it up. Hughes shoots. 11 seconds to go. Fighting for it in the corner. It's the professor. Sergio collects it. Shoot it down the ice, dude. Shoot it down. No, he gives it to Kirkish. Oh, my goodness. So we get the win. And there's the foghorn. And here comes the whale sound. Yeah, we get the whale call right there at the end. The Whalers, woo, we go 5-5 on the episode. Great job from the team here in live play. Oh, my God, I thought they were going to give it up at the end there. 2 goals in like the last 6 minutes. And then Pichek has a shot at an empty netter and puts it off the freaking post. Oh, we could have iced the game right there. But that's okay. We got the win. All right, doesn't really matter. It's just like golf, right? It's all about the score. It doesn't matter how it all worked out in the end. Here's some highlights if you really want to see that. Of course, we had that goofy off-the-helmet goal from our boy DJ in this one. So, exciting stuff. Of course, like I mentioned, Markstrom had an excellent game in the net. 39 stops. He stopped 39 shots. That's huge in the NHL. We only had to stop 16. Our boy had 16 stops in this one. And yeah, thank you for that message. That is definitely true. And I am laughing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the rest of the episode as I just saw the real reason for the nickname. Anyway, okay, so let's get right back to this. We are through the entirety of the episode, and we finished 5-5 right here in week 2 with the Hartford Whalers here on Journey to the Stanley Cup. It was a tough start. But I had some viewers who threw some comments at me and had me laughing. So thank you very much for being sure to join me. And yes, I received a text and I am now laughing and cannot stop because I know exactly what this person means. So, okay. At the end of the episode, again, we come away with 5 wins and 5 losses. In our slow sims, which is where we actually log in and take a look at the team, we were 0-5, losing 5 division contests, 1 to the Leafs, 3 to the Ottawa Senators, and the other one was to the Buffalo Sabres. So Mr. Feddo's squad got the best of us, sending us on a 5-game losing streak, but we finished it off with a 5-game winning streak. So I've got some lucky charms out there. So if you're watching, you know who you are. That means you got to come back next week because we got to see if we can get another 5 wins. Next week we go for 7 wins for sure. Okay. So we're going to take a look at two of our players from the week as we make our way out of the week. Let's go ahead and look at our stats as of right now. Stats, let's look at our last 10 games. That's always a fun thing to look at. So Connor Burns currently has the lead in points for the team with 24 points. Pichek, we have three guys tied. So Pichek has 24, Burns has 24, and Braden Walker, the quiet assassin, with 5 goals and 19 apples. So he's absolutely killing it for the Whale. Jimmy Lamoureux is 4th. He's got 14. So those top 2 lines are playing some great hockey. All right. You can see where we're kind of struggling. Mr. Kelly, of course, just coming off an injury, so that's why he's at 11 points. Sergio, he's got 12, and that's on defense. So 4 goals and 8 assists for Sergio. Good old 38-year-old or 36-year-old Max Pacioretty. I'm making him older than he really is. He's got 11. So some of these guys down here got to start coming up big. All right. Killer Keller, he's got 5 points. Feeney's got 7. These are guys that really were clutch last year. We look down here at the bottom, Kirkish with 4. So we could be looking at a trade too. We got a couple names on the list that could be moving probably after about episode 4 when we get through about 40 games. Let's take a look at the last 10. So we're going to see who we have. So Connor Burns in the last 10 games. Let's see here. How do we do that? Split stats. Last 10 games. He had 12 points. So let's see. Is he our player of the episode? He could be. Could it be Pichek? It could be Pichek. Let's see if Pichek, how he did in those 10 games. He had 11 points. So between the two, I think we're going to go and we're going to make them our 2 key players of the episode. Pichek and Burns coming up huge. Burns with 12 points, Pichek with 11 in the episode. And Braden Walker, you are a close third. Actually, your honorable mention because you had a very good episode as well. So, episode 3, next week. Hopefully same time, same place. Now, I've got a lot going on next week, so I could be tired as we get into Wednesday night. Got a couple of big days happening Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So, but we'll see where we stand. Hopefully I'm not too tired and I can get in here and do an episode. I'll have enough energy. So next week looks a lot like this. As soon as this calendar comes up. Okay, so we've got Carolina. Okay, we'll be taking on Carolina. We've got Philly, Boston, Philly again, then Utah. So our biggest rivalry game will be our 3rd game of next week's episode as the Hartford Whalers take on the Boston Bruins. Not far away from each other, big-time rivals. Of course, when Hartford was around, Boston was super good and probably kicked the crap out of them anyway. But we know, Boston wasn't the biggest fan of having Hartford around. Because of home market share and all that good stuff. So that is going to be a huge game for us, rivalry-wise. We will, of course, have 2 games against my New York Islanders in next week's episode. So that's going to be exciting to see. Hopefully, we'll get to go live. I'd love to go live against the Islanders. And you know what? I think we're going to mark that down right now. So, yes, in next week's episode, we're going to go live for the 2nd game against the Islanders at UBS Arena. We'll close out the episode with Connor McDavid and the Oilers, and maybe we'll jump into a period of that as well. And then, of course, we'll have Tampa Bay, who kicked the living crap out of us in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. If you did not see the Eastern Conference Finals, it was a complete and utter mess. As we gave up about 60 goals and we managed to score 2. I just kind of simmed through it really quick and made a quick episode about it because it was too painful for me to watch and sit through in editing. So with all that being said, folks, we are at about the 1 hour and 45-minute point of the episode. Got started a little late tonight, was enjoying some dinner. But I want to thank everyone for joining me inside the cave. It's always so much fun. Again, it was nice to have some company tonight. Had some good comments, and even had a couple of outside messages that came through to me on the old cell phone inside the cave. Gave me a couple of laughs. So be sure to jump in next week and join us. We've got a lot happening with the team. Again, we've got Boston next week. We've got a couple against the Isles. And, of course, we'll get to see Connor McDavid at the end of the episode. So let's make sure to like, comment, and feel free to subscribe. Let's put it this way. Like it. Feel free to comment about anything you think. And, of course, subscribe to the channel. We've got quite a few already. But I'd love to see some more action. And if you're a friend and I'll see you during the week, I'll see you during the week. And if not, then I'll see you next week here inside the cave. We will also be live Tuesday night as we continue to follow our 1998 Montreal Expos, where I get to actually spend some time talking baseball, which, if you know me, that is my sport of choice. If you really know me, golf is kind of it, but baseball is what I know a little bit more about. So once again, thank you so much for joining me inside the cave, and we will see you next week as we continue to follow our Hartford Whalers on their quest towards a Stanley Cup championship.